Are you tired of fumbling around with all these drill boxes? So was I. Are you tired of fumbling around with multiple drill boxes? Over 20 years ago, I developed a system to condense all my drill bits into one place. Have you ever tried to put these little drill bits back in here? It's doable, but sometimes they don't always go in, do they? Well, that's all going to change right now. I've got 5 different boxes of drill. I've got drill bits. I've got drivers. Let me show you what I did to solve this problem. Go to your local big box retailer or order online. This is the one that I went with. And a long time ago, I realized that sometimes, a lot of times, you'd be on the job and you know, you have all these different types of screws and you're like, well, I don't have a square drive, or I don't have a Torx or star drive. I finally realized I'm going to put all these things in one thing, and then I'll always have what I need. So I get rid of these. I had even more of these. I had multiple sets from years of collecting them, you know. And so I took everything out of here. Take all of them out. And then organize them in here. And I like this one because, like, you could use other kinds, but some of the other ones, they, you know, somehow transfer, they move and get mixed up. This thing, it keeps them nice, consolidated. Take them all out, and then simply gonna organize them into different categories. I'll show you the one I already have. So this locks nicely and it opens up. This is the one I've done that with, and I've been using this for years. What I have here is we've got larger size drill bits in one, medium size, and this shows the amount of collection of stuff I had. One is all nut drivers, X drivers. This one is like all Phillips bits, and sometimes these drivers. This one's all number 3. This is all flat, regular, although those hardly get used. These are number 1, or the smaller Phillips number 1, which I hardly ever use those. But the ones you do use is star or Torx bits, square drive. These are handy sometimes. These are like Allen wrenches for the drill. More flat, and then I have a small one with all these small drill bits. So you can pick and choose, you know, which drill bit. A lot of them are around 1/8 inch or sometimes smaller. But anyway, what happens is you take this and you'll have almost everything you need most of the time. So the way I organize mine is I have larger size drill bits in one, medium, smaller in another. Okay, now that I have all those out, I'll put a bunch of small drill bits in one, small Phillips number 2. I usually put those in the front, but so just organize these. Square drive, number 1 square, those up there. Star drive or torque spits, square, number 2 Phillips, flat, number 3. I'll put the Phillips down here. This would be number 3. So here I have about twice as many as what I need. So might split some of those up. Okay, now before I just throw these away and smash them, there's some more bits I have to organize those in there. But one thing that these are kind of, that I've used these for, is just these ones with the clear lids would be better, but sometimes I'll put a certain type of screw, or in this case a couple different types, but basically you can just take put different screws, miscellaneous screws, or you could just put a small selection of screws in one of these and take them with you. So I just use these for fasteners sometimes. And this clear lid would be nice because you can see what you got in there. Sometimes I'll take just a few different kinds. Like here I got some like 1 inch or 1.25 inch drywall screws, 2 inch. These are sheet metal screws. So it depends what you want, but you can also mix and match a bunch of these. So it's just a lot of times you'll have some fasteners for different tasks. So I use those. That's what I use those for sometimes. But these ones, you can't see. You can't really see what's in there, but you could still use those. So, but I find this to work so much better than carrying around. Like I just did one of these for my dad. He had like 5 or 6 different boxes, and they get spread out in the truck or on different tool bags. You don't know. You just constantly digging for these things. So the real benefit is just basically this is like a drill kit, which usually has most things you need for any operation. It's worked well for me for years, and I'm just passing that on as a tip. Now this one I lightened up just a little bit, but it's pretty heavy because I got so much stuff in here. But and then this one, if you only had a little bit, it's not too heavy. But I'm just gonna build. I'm gonna build on this one. I've got like a long Phillips. Put that at an angle. Got some impact. Got number 1, number 3, star drive. Countersink would be like a specialty, and see, like that one's garbage. Square drive. I think these are kind of cheap. These are some cheap bits. I don't know if they'll hold up, but if they go bad, then just throw them away. So there you go. That's just a tip that I have found that works well. I just organize these flat, square, number Torx or I think they're Torx. Square Phillips. Phillips. Number 2 Phillips. Torx. Square. A lot of times, like I said, you don't really use a square drive, or like number 1 Phillips. You don't hardly use them, but sometimes, once in a while, maybe. So this one, I continue to build on that if I get some more. These things, like I said, you can just put random screws. I have a couple of other containers which I would take to a job if I need to, but so these are all longer. These are all longer drill bits, like 3/8, 1/4 inch, maybe 1/2 inch. But anyway, these are longer, and sometimes more miscellaneous drill bits. Extension. So this is like 11/30 seconds. So just random long drill bits. And then I also have this one, which I'd also take to a job if I needed. So these are like, these wouldn't all fit. These wouldn't fit in the other box, but like 1 inch, 3/4, half, auger bits, spade bits, all different types. Some bigger ones, masonry. These are from door kits. There's a driver. That driver doesn't belong in there. So just piles and piles of stuff. And a lot of times you'd forget about a lot of stuff. Like here, like these ones could actually go in my. These ones would actually fit in my box. So you go through and organize them. So here's my new box. They don't always fit, but sometimes these are too long. But so now I think that's a nice sharp bit. And I could even put some of these in here, because like this is a new box, so I have some room. So there's a lot of miscellaneous stuff in here. Allen wrenches. So I have to organize all that. So I can go through and further organize that. So I'll throw those away. But these ones, I think I would use for screws. And these screws, I'll have to reorganize. But anyway, just a little tip. Just to make a drill box that has a lot of the same stuff without having carrying 5 of these around in different tool bags and all this stuff. And just try it, because you'll have what you need 90% of the time, it seems like. So, and then you can also have a couple other ones with bigger or longer bits. Well, thanks for watching that, guys. Just a little quick tip. check out in my next video, I'm going to take this pile of pine wood here and turn it into a beautiful bookshelf with custom design. So if you're interested in that, subscribe or stay tuned for more awesome content. Thanks. Are you tired of having 25 different drill boxes with some drill bits and some driver bits and some bits here, some bits there? Well, here's the solution. Take all your bits out of these bits boxes and get yourself one main box to put all your drill bits in. Then you can get rid of these things and just throw them over there. Or just smash them like that on the ground.